Hey Gold Rush fans, episode 13, Parker's Big Payday, it's done and it's in the books, so let's break it down. Welcome back everybody to Gold Rush Minute. If you're new to the channel or a subscriber, I'm Gold Rush Minute, where I break down the most recent episode of Gold Rush and all the spin-offs. We talk about the miners and go over past episodes of the series. This week on Gold Rush, Tony, Parker, and Fred were shown, and each one had to overcome different obstacles. So first up is Tony Beats. So the Beats crew, they're running 24/7. They're running between the blue and the cold cut. They're basically playing tennis here. They're stripping one, letting it thaw, while running the pay dirt from the other. Then they switch over and they continue this process. So this is actually a pretty good plan, letting the frozen pay dirt unthaw while they process the thawed pay dirt. One of Tony's biggest equipment and most expensive are his dozers, and when you can't push overburden, that's a pretty big problem. So Tony, as we know, he doesn't like to keep up with regular maintenance on his equipment, and this week his dozers were the victim. So basically the dozers were spinning in the mud instead of pushing it. They added to the track grousers, I kind of hope I said that right, and with that quick fix, they're ready to go. Tony needs 350 ounces of gold each week to hit his goal of 5,000 ounces. This week, they ran a full week 24/7 and hit a massive 472 ounces of gold, the best gold weigh this season for Team Beats. Hey everybody, just want to take a moment and thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't, it only takes a moment and it's free to do. Next up is Fred and Team Misfits. So Fred had his own issues going on in California Creek. His equipment is failing him. In the video I did yesterday, his excavator was the victim. The mechanic was blaming Chris for being too rough with the equipment, and that's why the track pin would come out, pulled from the excavator to prove if it's man or machine, was put to the test this week. A new employee was put in the excavator, and lo and behold, it didn't take long before he was buzzing for buzz to get up there and fix the track. So some humble pie was served to Fred, and when asked for an apology, he initially denied his stepson. In my opinion, this is beyond arrogance and downright dirty. Chris was right the entire time. The equipment is garbage. Eventually an apology was given, but it wasn't anything to write home about. So with the problems with the excavator and having no rock truck, they were able to run for a day and a half. Team Misfits, honestly, they must be sitting on a pile of gold that nobody has ever found. They've mined 15.5 ounces of gold, pretty impressive for a short amount of time. Last up is Parker. So why drive when you have the money to fly between your mining operations? Parker had his own issues this week. Same as Tony, his dozer was down and it needs a new track put on it. The wear and tear these machines go through is crazy. So instead of ordering a new track that could take weeks to arrive, the boneyard provided what they needed. For the seasoned mechanics that Parker has, this is no big deal, and they have the new old track in place and ready to go. Parker has tasked Mitch with only 3 things this week: strip the old runway and get the pay dirt from it, make a new runway so Parker can land on it, and have a massive gold weigh at the end of the week. The last gold weigh for Parker was in episode 11, so they have 2 weeks worth of gold to weigh. I personally love how Chris points out that the scale only goes to 400 ounces and that they have weighed that out for each plant. Each plant had a massive haul, 488 ounces from one and 566 from the other, so just over 1,055 ounces of gold. There you have it, Gold Rush fans. If you like the content and want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. It's free to do and I greatly appreciate it. Till the next time.